Hello everybody, today I'm scrapping a layout about my grandson, and it's his newborn photos. Actually, he's 3 now and soon to have another baby brother or sister, so I thought it's time that I get his photos done. I pulled a paper from one of the Maggie Holmes collections, but I bought it at Hobby Lobby, so it didn't have a label on it, so I don't know for sure which one it is, but it says "I love you" in script all over it. And then what I did is I grabbed some papers and auditioned them a little bit because the "love you" feels like it was falling off the background. So I wanted something to hold it together. And that paper there is also from Maggie Holmes Shine. The background paper is called Cherish. And I love how that Cherish really pulls in that card that I pulled there, and that's a heart cut apart from Maggie Holmes Shine again, and I don't have the paper name here, sorry about that, but it is from Shine as well. Then one of the things that I did there, and I showed you that as I was going to cut apart or trim down that "I love you" paper, I trimmed it down so that "I love you" appeared as full words because it wasn't full words on the top and the bottom. Then the other thing I did quickly is I pulled that sort of geometric paper out to use as a large photo mat. And that paper is from Maggie Holmes Shine, and it's called Brilliant. So what I did there is I know I'm going to use that block of paper, the big photo mat, towards the right side there. The photo is weighted very much towards the right, so I'll weight that in the layout towards the right as well. And then as I was going through, I pulled that Admit One piece of ephemera, but it's really from a cut apart sheet. And again, that's something, it's a Maggie Holmes collection, but I bought it at Hobby Lobby, so I don't have a name. The reason I put that big Admit One ticket up there, and cute Admit One, they're admitting a new baby, was because the photo and the photo block is so weighted to the right. I need something up towards the top left to balance that. The photo block will go more towards the bottom right, so balancing up at the top left. I'm pulling ephemera both from the Craft Market collection and from the Confetti collection. Right now the things on there are from Craft Market, and I was looking at using some pieces of kind of craft colored ephemera, but the brown is just fighting all of the black in the layout. I did find that 3 die cut, that is from the Confetti ephemera pack. And as I worked with that, I really decided I really wanted things more black. I could really see that, so I pulled some more black ephemera. There, you can see if I put the Admit One up there, it's really, the whole layout is very, very unbalanced towards the right. So I moved it back. If you have any questions, pause the video at that and just take a look at it, because it's very, very unbalanced there. So I'm just trimming those pieces down because when I cut them kind of generally, and I wanted to even them up a little bit. And I did take the black off of that ticket so it looked a little bit more like an actual ticket. I did find that pink flower from the Crate Paper Confetti ephemera pack, and I like how the 3 looks mounted on that. But I'm going to play around with these the embellishments a little bit here yet, and positioning. I pulled that Shine from the Maggie Holmes Shine cut aparts as well, but I'm not going to end up using it. I took up my circle punch, punched it out, but I'll just put it back in my die cut packs. I keep my die cuts in Cropper Hopper photo sleeves, so if it's smaller, I put it in the small photo sleeves. If it's bigger, I put it in the boxes that the photo sleeves sit in. I did pull a sticker from the Shine sticker pack there, but just to maybe integrate that heart cut apart, but it just looked like it was sitting on top of it. And now I am looking at some border stickers. I keep sheets of leftover stickers that I want to get used up just to the left of me. And those border stickers, I'm not using them right now, but I am going to. I'm still playing around. All three of those pieces, embellishment pieces, are going to make it on this layout. I'm just not quite sure where. And I picked up that card there because it was a little bit taller than the top of the photo, and I really want it to sit even now, especially since I'm going to put that date label up there. So I just pulled that leaf, and that leaf again is from the confetti ephemera pack, and now that I've done that, that makes sense. And then I pulled some black stickers, or a black sticker, from the Shine stickers, Maggie Holmes Shine stickers. And the reason I did that is that date label is so black and so dark, I needed some black in the other embellishment clusters to help balance it. And now the nice thing is those three embellishment clusters really stand out, and they bring your eye, they surround the photo there, so they really bring your eye towards the photo. What I am doing as well, by the way, I didn't talk about this, but I have my my Jenny Bolin fountain pen ink pad there, which is the black, with my Tim Holtz ink pads there, or the little inking tool there. So I'm doing that. I really want that to help blend everything together and to make it stand out also off of the other pieces of paper, especially with the ephemera and embellishments that I'm using there. Now you'll notice that I still haven't cut down that paper, the big photo mat paper, and that's because I'm in my head, I'm thinking I am going to somehow do my title on that. So that's why I haven't done that yet. And that will give me a little bit of a problem. It's going to be a longer title, but I haven't decided that. I think I originally was going to call this Love You So, or Love You So Much, and ended up having to, because of the space down there, had to change my title a little bit, which in the end I like that. So once I get this all linked up, then I can put it on the mat there. And what I did there is I originally was going to put that there so it was right on the border, but as I looked at it, I decided I really wanted it to go off the border there, so it truly was weighted to the right side. I know that little date label cluster up there needs something else, so I'm playing with another pink flower. And yes, I am using pink on a boy layout. And the Scrapbook police are not going to arrest me. I say that every time that I use pink on a boy layout. So playing around a little bit here with the other half of that flower. That will not make it on the layout. I'm getting the position right now about where that flower is going to land. Getting the photo glued down a little bit, and I didn't ink that card, so I need to get that inked. That's what happens sometimes when I glue things early, but I use ATG and usually I can get things off without too much damage. So now I know I want a third item up in that cluster up there. It's kind of bothering me. And I'm just not finding anything. But what I do find then is I have these punched hearts in a little dish in front of me because I'm working on my nephew's wedding album, just finished my other nephew's engagement album. So they're always sitting there, and I like that little bit of touches sometimes to a layout. I have them in two sizes. That particular punch is a small punch that I bought at Hobby Lobby. The paper is the Recollections glitter paper, and that paper is really nice. The glitter doesn't fall off of it. So now I decide that I'm going to put a heart in each of those three clusters. And to give those clusters a little bit of dimension, I'm going to pop that up on a pop dot as well too. And I feel better. It feels more balanced to me now that there's an uneven number of things in each cluster. I don't always do that, but I often do that. And it's just something that's in my head as a design principle. I was an interior design major in college, so that kind of is in my head most of the time. The sticker at the top left there says Dream Big, and then the one at the bottom there says Sweet. and I just pulled off a little bit of an edge to a sticker there. And I just like the way that's going to nestle up with the heart and the 3. So I'm playing a little bit there. I'm using my Cutter Bee tweezers again because I don't have very long fingernails. It's hard for me to position things. And I'll pop that heart up there again to give that cluster some dimension. I didn't glue down, like when I glued the leaf down and all that, I didn't glue it all the way down. So there is dimension in there because it still pops up a little bit. And what I'm showing you there quickly is I pulled my Thickers alphabets. I store them in wicker boxes or baskets, basically with a lid for some of them, and I pulled the lid off for others of them. I got those at Michael's, and they actually still have them. I ended up buying one yesterday, as a matter of fact, because embarrassingly, my Thickers collection has expanded so much that I needed to buy another one. Oh well. I do save the lids when I take them off, though, so that if I would ever want to put them back on when I change my storage, because, you know, we all change storage. So I'm just playing around. Oh, that's right. I was going to call this layout So Much Love originally, because I think you just see the love that they have for my grandson in that photo. But what ends up happening is I don't love the way that looks. So I'm kind of going to cut apart my wax paper. I do use wax paper a lot of times to position my titles, like Mercy Tierra did, or does. Not my idea. It was hers. So now I've decided, hey, if I do love you so much, that will take up more space in that bottom. And originally I was going to cut that down, but when I realized, oh, you know, I can get the title in there. So I sort of like how that nestles there, but it leaves too much space. So I'm going to play with it again for quite a bit. And those thickers, by the way, are from American Crafts. They're Maggie Holmes thicker from one of her collections, and they are the daiquiri font. The lovely thing about the wax paper when you use it is you can do what I'm doing. You can cut things apart. I decided that I needed to take up some space from that, from the bottom there. And I decided a border sticker, one of those border stickers from the side, would be great to do that. But that border sticker was too busy. It was just taking up too much attention. So I'm trying a couple of other stickers there to see what might work. And I find this pink border sticker from Pretty Party. So that's a pretty old sheet there. And that's the one that's going to make it on the layout. It's simple. So if I want to, I can just put my letters on it a little bit, which is what I do. Part of the letters actually rest on that border sticker even. So a little bit hard to get that tucked up under now that I have everything else basically glued down. But I do make it work. Eventually. Again, using my my Cricut spatula there to take the sticker up, and you saw how easy that came up with that spatula. And I'm still playing around with the So Much Love, trying to figure that out. And it's just not sitting. I mean, you can see that there's way too much space in there. And then I hit on, if I put the word they in there, it will take up more space. And that's what I'm doing. And I'm just using the edge of the paper there to line those up straight. And I'm clapping for myself because I finally got the title, because that took up, of course, the majority of my time, at least towards the end of the layout. So I was very excited when I finally got the title figured out. So again, moving things around on the wax paper there just to get it positioned properly. And we've got that done. Getting that down. I love this font. I'm going to be very sad when it's gone. I love the chunkiness of it. I actually have 2 packs of this, and really most of the first pack is gone. I think I have some punctuation and numbers and random letters, but basically the letters themselves are gone. And I cut letters all the time to create a new letter. So I use up as much of these as I can, or, you know, like turn a U upside down so you get an N. I use C's as E's all the time. If you just put a little period in the middle, you can get an E. So then I clapped for myself again because I was so excited. And the only journaling on here is going to be the date. I use an American Crafts Precision pen in .05. So I am just about finished with the layout. You'll see the stills at the end and detail shots. Hope you all have a great week. Bye.